Pop singer Seal has launched an attack against Oprah, accusing her of knowing about disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein. He sent the following meme on Instagram, which reads, "When you're part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution." Seal then wrote the hashtag sanctimonious Hollywood.
P. Diddy has a buddy of his that he's been producing music with for a while, and that buddy rubs shoulders consistently with Epstein. Consistently. So, Oprah supposedly is on that list in a hidden way because Oprah has bumped shoulders numerous times with Epstein, numerous times with Harvey Weinstein, numerous times with well-known pedophiles, and she is frequently seen with P. Diddy.
Hold up. Grab your smelling salts and clutch those pearls tight, because what I'm about to tell you will have you gasping for air. We're talking about the biggest names in Hollywood, and baby, when I say big, I mean massive. Being caught up in something so scandalous it could shake Tinseltown to its very foundation. Child, let me tell you about this secret Hollywood deal worth $200 million. Yes, you heard that right, $200 million, involving none other than Diddy and, hold on to your wigs, possibly Oprah Winfrey herself. For years, there's been whispers and rumors about high-profile celebrities doing the unthinkable, but if this latest tea is true, baby, this might be the bombshell of the century. And honey, this isn't just about Diddy and Oprah. We're talking about a whole web of secrets that Hollywood's elite have been guarding tighter than my grandma's secret chicken recipe. But looks like those skeletons are finally ready to dance right out of their designer closets. According to attorney Ariel Mitchell, and trust me, she's not just any lawyer wearing Louboutins, there are tapes. Yes, you heard that right. Tapes that have been passed around quieter than a mouse in church among Hollywood insiders for years. And baby, these aren't your regular home movies. We're talking about recordings so compromising they'll make your Sunday hat spin right off your head. Ariel just dropped the hottest tea when she revealed she was contacted to negotiate a deal for one of these tapes. Can you believe these Hollywood bigwigs are willing to throw millions around just to keep these recordings under wraps? But hold on to your seat, because here's the kicker. One of these tapes supposedly features Diddy with a celebrity even more famous than him.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes.
Yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No,
the
I can't explain who the person was, but
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
You
can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video is pornographic in nature.
Let me break down Miss Ariel for you. This woman isn't playing around in the kiddie pool. She's swimming with sharks and showing them her teeth. She's the powerhouse attorney who represented Adrienne English in that explosive case against Diddy involving some seriously disturbing allegations that would make your hair stand on end. And baby, this wasn't just a one-time thing. Ariel has been taking on these powerful Hollywood players like David fighting Goliath in designer heels. She's got a reputation for being fiercer than a lioness protecting her cubs, the kind of lawyer who doesn't back down just because someone's got a star on the Walk of Fame. Her track record speaks louder than a gospel choir on Sunday morning. When Ariel Mitchell speaks, people listen because they know she's got receipts longer than a CVS purchase. Her involvement in cases against celebrities, especially those linked to serious misconduct and power, has made her name synonymous with truth-telling in an industry built on lies. Now, here's where it gets juicier than a Georgia peach in August. One particular tape has everybody's tongues wagging faster than a dog's tail at dinner time. Ariel dropped hints that it features someone even bigger than Diddy, if you can imagine that. And Chile, all signs are pointing straight to Miss Oprah Winfrey herself. Think about it. Oprah is practically American royalty. She built an empire on being everybody's favorite auntie, giving away cars like Santa Claus on steroids. But baby, let's not forget her connections to some mighty questionable characters. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and our boy Diddy. The web is more tangled than your cousin's Christmas lights after a year in storage.
You know who it is, and I know that you can't tell us who it is for all the reasons, right? But as you know who it is, and as we're moving through this story, and it's starting to really feel like it's unraveling, and you feel bad for the person, and we don't even know who it is there anything more you can tell us about that part of it?
I really do feel bad about the person. Part of the reason that I did come and say something outside of just to protect my own safety, but I wanted to sound the alarm, essentially, ring the dog whistle, if you will, to that person that maybe they should do something about this before it came out. So if we have a situation where that person does have the opportunity to purchase the video, if I were them, I would absolutely purchase the video.
Wow. Well, do you think this is going to surface publicly? I mean, are we getting close to that moment?
From what I'm hearing, I think so.
Now, you might be wondering how something this explosive could stay hidden longer than a teenager's diary. Well, honey, let me introduce you to Hollywood's favorite magic trick, the catch and kill strategy. It's like playing hide and seek with scandals, except they're using millions of dollars to keep these stories buried deeper than Jimmy Hoffa. This isn't just your regular hush-hush operation, baby. We're talking about a whole system that's slicker than oil on a rain-slicked highway. Private investigators working overtime, legal teams thicker than a phone book, and media executives all dancing to the same tune, keeping Hollywood's dirtiest secrets locked up tighter than a bank vault. With enough money and influence, these celebrities and executives can make scandals disappear faster than cookies at a Weight Watchers meeting. It's like they've got an emergency cleanup crew on speed dial, ready to sweep any mess under their million-dollar rugs. And let me tell you, they've been doing this longer than I've been wearing heels. Speaking of mess, let's talk about Miss Rose McGowan. Child, this woman has been coming for Oprah like a heat-seeking missile. She's been calling out Oprah's friendship with Harvey Weinstein, pointing out how Miss O stayed quieter than a mouse in a library until the truth was louder than thunder.
So Rose McGowan has put Oprah on blast. Rose recently called out Oprah on Twitter over her past associations with some controversial men. Rose wrote, quote, "From being pals with Harvey Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come."
Rose isn't just throwing shade, she's casting a whole solar eclipse, honey. She's out here exposing how certain celebrities enjoy more protection than Fort Knox, while others get thrown under the bus faster than yesterday's leftovers. According to Rose, Oprah's public persona might be sweeter than sweet tea, but her Hollywood connections are saltier than the Dead Sea.
It's not easy for me, for Jay, for Oprah. They still treat us like I don't want nobody to get it twisted. Whatever we are right now, we could probably be 10 times bigger.
White supremacy mean I'm supreme to all you mother... Huh?
And baby, let me tell you about Diddy's infamous parties because, child, these aren't your mama's garden parties with cucumber sandwiches. According to insiders who've been there, these gatherings are wilder than a hurricane during tornado season. We're talking about events where the rules don't exist and everybody's signed NDAs thicker than a dictionary. The stories coming out about these parties would make a sailor cover his ears. Former associates are spilling tea about everything from substance use to exploitation, all happening behind doors guarded tighter than the crown jewels. These young, ambitious folks walk in starstruck and vulnerable, surrounded by industry powerhouses who can make or break their dreams faster than you can say Hollywood Boulevard. And let me tell you about Ariel's clients. They've come forward with accusations against Diddy that are so shocking, they'd make reality TV look like a Disney movie. We're talking about some of the most extreme allegations in the industry. But with connections deeper than the Grand Canyon, it seems like Diddy's been able to dodge consequences like Neo dodging bullets in The Matrix. The way all these pieces fit together is messier than a toddler eating spaghetti with no bib. Diddy's notorious parties, Rose McGowan's truth bombs about Oprah, and this whole catch and kill operation, it's like a giant puzzle of protection, where Hollywood's elite guard each other's secrets like dragons guarding gold. And honey, the fans are not staying quiet about this. Let me share some of these comments that are spreading across social media faster than gossip at a beauty salon. One person dropped this bomb that had me clutching my pearls. Oprah has a school for young girls in Africa. How many disappeared? Where are they? Chile, the implications. Another brave soul didn't hold back. So sickening these people would get away with horrific crimes against the innocent. And a third person added what we're all thinking. It is so disturbing. Hope she will be held accountable for her deeds. What makes this story spicier than a ghost pepper is how it connects to Hollywood's long history of buried scandals. From the golden age of studio control to today's web of NDAs and legal manipulation, it's like nothing's really changed. Except maybe the price tag on silence. These days, it costs $200 million to keep a secret, but honey, looks like even that kind of money might not be enough anymore. The walls are starting to crack like cheap foundation in the summer heat. These Hollywood elites are sweating harder than a sinner in church, and baby, their designer clothes can't hide those stress stains. With every new revelation, with every brave soul who steps forward to speak truth to power, that carefully constructed facade of Hollywood glamour crumbles a little more like yesterday's makeup. Let's talk about those NDAs for a minute. These aren't your regular paperwork, honey. These agreements are thicker than your auntie's Sunday gravy and more complicated than your ex's excuses. They've got more clauses than Santa's North Pole operation, all designed to keep these young talents quieter than a mime convention. But here's the thing that's got everybody's tongues wagging. If these tapes are real and if they show what people are whispering about in dark corners of Hollywood parties, no amount of legal paperwork can put that genie back in its bottle. Once that kind of truth starts leaking, it spreads faster than gossip at a family reunion. And let's not forget the power dynamics at play here. We're talking about young, hopeful talents walking into these situations like lambs to the slaughter, thinking they're getting their big break, only to find themselves caught in a web stickier than honey in July. The predatory nature of it all is enough to make your blood run colder than a polar bear's toenails. This whole situation is raising more red flags than a parade in China. From Oprah's questionable friendships to Diddy's notorious parties, from the mysterious tapes to the millions being thrown around to keep them hidden, it's like watching a thriller movie unfold in real time. Except these aren't actors playing parts, these are real lives being affected. So, my beautiful truth seekers, what do you think about all this scalding hot tea? Could Oprah really be caught on one of Diddy's infamous tapes? Is Hollywood's house of cards finally about to come tumbling down like a Jenga tower in an earthquake? One thing's for sure. This story is far from over, and something tells me we've only seen the tip of this scandalous iceberg. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears to the ground, because in Hollywood, the truth is always stranger than fiction. And remember, sometimes the biggest smiles hide the darkest secrets. Until next time, stay woke and keep watching this space, because this drama is just getting started. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because Chile, we all need to talk about this. The truth is fighting its way to the surface like a butterfly from a chrysalis, and honey, when it finally breaks free, it's going to be more spectacular than a fireworks show on the 4th of July, and that's the straight no-chaser truth about Hollywood's latest scandal. Keep your minds open and your circles tight, because in this town, you never know who's really on your side. Until next time, stay blessed and stay vigilant, my beautiful people. My beautiful